Good afternoon, guys. How are you all doing today? Fantastic. I think I get more energy from this side, a little bit less this side. Am I right? Yes. Somebody says yes, somebody says no. Good. Thanks, Professor, for the nice introduction. And there is something that connects my journey with yours. So that is a very reason I thought I should talk to you guys, interact with you guys. Like all of you, I also have done my graduation and then done a honors diploma and then entered the field. Okay, and that's a connect I see with you all. And let me start my session. Distinguished faculty members and proud parents. I'm not sure if parents are here. I think parents are not there. And most importantly, the future leaders who are sitting in front of me today. Okay, and today when I'm addressing you all, I reminded of my day zero in the corporate world. But I must say, the period, the generation you are in, okay, is entering the professional world at a more transformative moment than mine did. Like, any idea why it is so? Sorry? Exactly. Yeah. Today's world is not only being reshaped by business models and globalizations, but it is being reshaped by artificial intelligence. And the speed of this transformation is nothing like that we have seen before. The management textbooks that you are studying today may evolve even before you graduate. That is a reality of the world that you guys are entering in. You have chosen PGDBM and ERP, disciplines that are often described as a backbone of the organization. But I want you guys to challenge that definition, because you are not here to become merely a managers who run system, but here to become the architects of value. Any idea what is value? Hope I'm making it conversational. Hope it is fine with you all. Yes, yeah. So let's talk about value. What do you think is value in any business transaction? Anybody can tell. Yeah, please go ahead.
My name is and value is something which a person gives to another and in return he receives.
Good. So in a business transaction, let's talk about, take an example of you are purchasing a food. So what is the value business gets? What is the value the purchaser get?
Purchaser gets the food and the businessman gets the money.
Yeah. So in your terms, I think I expect the leaders to talk in the business language. The business gets the revenue growth and the purchaser get health and nutrition. Okay. So that is the value we are talking about. As a CIO, I can tell you something very honestly. Organizations today are not looking for the managers who just can operate technology. We are looking for the leaders who can use technology to create growth, improve customer experience, minimize complexities, reduce risk, and unlock the business value, the value that we have just spoken about. Okay? Because in the boardroom, technology is never evaluated by how advanced it is and how complex it is, but it is evaluated based on one simple question: what is the business value does it create? An organization can spend millions of dollars on AI technology, but if the employee doesn't know how to use it effectively, then it's not a transformation. It is just a expensive confusion. To the ERP students here today, I think you're all going to study ERP. ERP is often called the spine of the organization. These ERP systems are the systems of records. It holds the organizational truth. Okay, it's the operational truth of the organization. Basically, it holds data about finance, procurement, inventory, supply chain, human resources, and customer transaction. That is the reason we call this as a spine of the organization. If the spine is weak, organization cannot even stand properly, let alone run. Let's talk about AI now. AI is becoming the brain of modern organization. Okay? But here is something many people misunderstand. AI is useless without a good data. And that good data comes from strong business process and the disciplined ERP. Okay? The future belongs to the organization where the spine and brain works together. Okay? ERP creates trust in the data, and the AI converts the trust into intelligence. This combination is what creates intelligent enterprise. And the simple analogy is AI without good data, without ERP is like a fast car running on the broken road. So it is very important ERP and AI should work together. How many of you used any form of AI in the last 1 week? Good. Almost all of us have used. So we are already into the AI age. Okay, whether you use social media, whether you use any GenAI like ChatGPT, Gemini's, everything is driven by AI. Okay, it is very important that we understand the human factor behind the AI and in front of the AI. Let's talk about that. Okay, how many of you are worried that AI may take over the management jobs, or how many of you are believing that AI is going to take over the management jobs? Why so? I see only 2, 3. Why so? Why do you believe so? Please go ahead.
Actually, AI can do account transaction fastly more than a man also have the speed, but that AI have the more power of speed from for accounting. So that's the reason.
Very good. One is AI is much more powerful than human. I mean, AI can complete a transaction. I mean, millions of transactions in a moment, whereas human may take months or years to complete that activity. I've seen one more person. Yeah. Jai Hind.
Sir, I think AI make decisions making more data driven in less time, and it also enhances their answers in a really quick time. So I think choosing AI over human is beneficial for every company in today's world.
Correct. But is it going to replace the managers, leaders?
No, sir.
No. But who is going to replace the leaders? No is the right answer. AI is not going to replace the leaders. But the leaders who know how to use AI will replace those who don't. So that is the reality of the world that we are entering into. We are moving from a world of automation to augmentation. Automation is about all you just said. Please, you can sit. Automation is all about, we just spoke. It's doing repetitive tasks faster. Okay. AI is about helping humans to make smarter decisions in a faster way. Okay. So AI can provide predictions, but human beings are still required to provide judgment, ethics, empathy, and human purposes. Of course, leadership. AI can tell you, data can tell you what could happen, what might happen, but it is leadership that decides what should happen. So what are the skills that are going to differentiate you? Future leaders must combine business understanding. It is a underlying layer foundation, technology awareness, communication skills, emotional intelligence, and helping people to move forward together. These are the skills, of course, and adaptability. These are the skills that would help us grow in our leadership career. That is the reason I encourage all of you to become a T-shaped leader. Have you heard of T-shaped leader? Yeah.
Jain sir, my name is Sushil Nagi. What I have heard about T-shaped leadership is T is basically focusing on one area along with having a basic knowledge of different areas too. So that you are not someone who doesn't know what I can do in another area. We can use the knowledge of some basic area and going deep in one area.
Fantastic. Yeah, exactly. You nailed it. The vertical bar in the T represents your deep expertise in the field that you have chosen, whereas the horizontal bar represents your ability to understand how different business functions connect together to create customer value. Okay. So in the future, when you attend interviews, you should not focus only on what softwares you know. You should basically focus on what problems can you solve for the business. Okay. So technology projects rarely fail, because the technology is bad. Most of the technology project failure happens because people resist change, communication is poor, teams working in silos, or the leadership fail to build trust among the people. Okay. So, which is why I strongly believe digital transformation is always ultimately a human transformation. The best leaders are not always the loudest people in the room. They are the ones who bring clarity during uncertainty, who remain calm under pressure, communicate honestly, and as I mentioned earlier, help people move forward together. As you begin this journey today, remember this: the future will belong to the leaders who can understand technology, of course, at the same time, combine intelligence with wisdom, innovation with responsibility, okay, and business success with the human purpose. That is, human-centric is always going to be there throughout, however advanced in technology we are going ahead. And always remember, AI can generate answers, but it is humans that are going to generate wisdom always. Welcome to the industry. It is fast, messy, challenging, and incredibly rewarding. Okay, version 1 of your professional life starts today. Make it count. In 2 years from now, when you sit across a table from a recruiter or a CEO like me, we'll not ask you what software do you know, but we'll ask you what value did you create. Start building that answer from today. And thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. I know all of our attention spans are reduced, so I kept it very crisp. So if you have any questions, you can ask me before that. Yeah, please. Yeah, Yogesh.
How can our newly graduate students prepare themselves to become architect of value instead of just job seekers?
Yeah, as I said, first, we should understand the business purpose. Any company that we are looking for, okay, understand the purpose of that business and see if it is aligned with your own purpose. Okay, everybody has a purpose and passion towards that purpose, and if the business's purpose aligns with that, and the role that we are going to play in that organization aligns with our purpose, then it's the ideal scenario of where your passion meets the profession. The life becomes simple. Okay, of course, this is a very, very ideal scenario. You may not be, all of us may not be able to get that luxury. The practical way is, shortlist the business number of organizations that meets your thing. Choose the best one that goes your way.
Sir, but when we have to choose between a job seeker and an architect of value, like if someone came from a humble background and doing a job is necessary for his family and for himself to take career growth, so what should we choose according to you, sir?
Come again.
Sir, I'm asking when we have only a single option between choosing a job or developing as a architect of value, and someone came from a very humble background, and it is very necessary to take the job by denying the values which we are we are learning here. So what should we choose?
Got it. I got your question. Thank you. So the value that we are talking here is about the business value. Okay, I think the example our friend has given in the beginning, we are talking here about the business value. not the ethical value. Of course, ethical values are very, very important. Your question is what to do when there is a contradiction between I need a job immediately, but it is against my value. Here we are talking about the business value. Of course, to get a job, you need to have the business understanding. It is must, and the value that business creates to its customer, that understanding is very important. This is the difference between a leader and a good leader. A leader seeks for a job. A good leader seeks for the purpose. If that purpose is served in the role and the business, that's the ideal scenario. Hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Jai Hind, sir. My name is Himani. My question to you is, how do you keep yourself updated with new technologies?
Yeah, see, since the day one, I've been lucky enough to be in the managerial roles. Though I'm a technology person, I'm an IT person, I never fired any command so far in the last 25 years. Okay, being a manager, you get opportunity to meet partners regularly. Okay, partners, when I say the technology OEMs. So I keep meeting them regularly. They keep you, updated about the current happenings and their future roadmaps, etc. So the key is network. Okay, one is you have all the information already on your fingertip, on your palm top. Only thing is people connection is very important. Yes.
Jai Hind, sir. My name is Sham Sabris. So I had one question. As you know, sir, in this fast-paced environment, so industry is demanding quite diverse role. So how can one be with all the new roles and responsibilities and all other diverse things which are there in the company? So how can we inculcate into us?
Yeah, that's where the T-shaped leadership comes in. So one skill definitely you need to expertise. You need to have a deep knowledge, thorough, command on one particular skill. It could be, say, for example, if you're an ERP, it could be an SAP, it could be a Salesforce, it could be Fusion, Oracle Fusion, anything. One skill you need to be very, very, thorough, and deepest knowledge you must have, and then basic understanding of the rest of the functions in the organization that you are working. Ultimately, the goal is customer value. Okay, how all of us are contributing to that customer value, if you understand, I think that would help you answer your question. Yeah. I think
So thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Jai Hind, sir. My name is Khushi Migani. Sir, my question for you is, which digital capabilities do you believe are becoming essential for future enterprise leaders?
Okay, see, one thing, since you are into the technology, there is no technology that would help you in the future. We have to talk about the present.
Yes.
Okay, the present is AI. So how long it is going to be there, that we don't know. Maybe it could be there, it could be forever, it can be a bubble. Okay, so currently, as we were talking about, ERP, which is a core, it is a foundation. You need to have that ERP understanding, knowledge. Whichever organization you go, ERP is the soul. Yeah, okay, and as I said, it is nothing but a digital representation of the organization itself. So that skill is important, and AI is the top layer of that, actually cream layer of that. And AI is not only going to impact your career, job, it is going to impact you as personally, it is going to impact your relationship, your family, everything. Like, if you all notice, the traditional trust institutions are collapsing. Okay, when we had, I don't know if you even recognize that, when I had at my age, in your age, if I have any doubt, I'll go to, my parent or my teacher, or to a religious person, whichever religious person. These are the three, institutions where we rely on. Whenever we have any doubt in the life, we trust them. But today, even if a parent says, even if a teacher says, you all will cross-check against the ChatGPT, right? The trust factor is collapsing there. The change always happens. So AI is going to be there. AI is going to impact your life, your career, your relationship. So that is where you should master that, and we should have AI under our control. We should never get addicted to the AI. That is the message I think I can give you for the future purpose. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Jai Hind, sir.
Yeah.
My name is Mohammad Anis Khan. And sir, my question is that nowadays everyone is using AI tools. So sir, how one person can stand out other than other person?
In terms of not using AI or how to use AI?
Sir, in terms of like everyone is using AI tools, so how person can stand out professionally?
See, there are two. One is, of course, whomever is effectively is using the AI will be the first to get the bread. Second is the purpose. As we all spoke, I mean, we were discussing about human purpose. Who is using the AI for the right purpose, where we are adding value to the business as well as the customer? That's where you stand out actually. And of course, I can give you a simple formula which you can use it anywhere. Business value is equal to this. You can use it for any technology evolution. Okay, business value is equal to revenue growth plus efficiency plus risk mitigation divided by complexity. Okay, the smarter one, if you want to stand out, you should increase the top layer and reduce the bottom layer. Okay, any technology that we are using should achieve this result, then that will stand out. Yeah, I've seen some hands. Yeah.
Jain sir, I'm Gautam Bhojwani, and my question was, AI automation. As we all know, AI automation is changing industries very rapidly. So, what human skill, according to you, will become even more valuable in upcoming years?
Judgment, straightforward answers. Judgments, ethics, empathy, and leadership. These are the things that are going to help you in the AI era. Yeah, I think I see hands coming, being raised here. Can we pass the mic there? I'll come back to you. He's waiting for a long time.
Jain sir, my name is Aditya Birla. I want to ask, like, the business softwares we use, like SAP, Oracle, which is the present generation softwares. New generation software like Odoo is coming to the market, which are being helpful in running the personal businesses very well. So, what is your opinion about the next generation of softwares that will rule the market?
See, the scale varies. Okay, if your business is a small scale business, if your number of users are going to be limited, if your number of transactions are going to be limited, then you can experiment with the new age softwares that are coming, lightweight softwares that we are getting. But when you have a establishment of 1 lakh employees, 2 lakh employees, millions of transactions happening per day, it is a good bet. This is my personal opinion, to have a good bet with the established players in the market. Everybody has a pie in the market. Okay, the need decides which one we chose. Yeah.
I was just asking, there will be some improvement in that in the field where there is the large scale market share. So what improvements can happen in that field? That's what my question was about. Like in the personal field, Odoo has done the improvement in this field. So in the large scale, what type of improvement can we notice, or can we expect?
See, the improvements predominantly it will be in the technology adoption side. Okay, the large scale players will be visionaries usually. Okay, if Odoo gets you on technology today, the large scale players must have got it 2 years back, 3 years back. That is number one. Apart from technology, the support is very, very important. Who has the muscle power to support us when there is a problem? Okay, that is very important. So this happens good with large scale players. Of course, the new age players, the small scale players also we are fighting to achieve that, to reach that place. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind.
My name is Aditya Birla. So first of all, how are you, sir?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Sir, my question was, as a senior in the corporate market, to us as maybe a new leader, what skills does help you till date in your career, sir?
People skills.
People skills.
Yeah.
And what are the skills that we can actually learn from you as we are starting our journey? This is our day one. So what are the skills that we can learn from you that will help in our career?
Yeah. See, from my experience, what helped me from the day one is, as I said, I never fired any command. Okay, so I'm not a technical person. I'm a technology person. My personal experience is, as I said, people connect. Okay, most of the technology projects fail because people resist change or communication is poor. Okay, so whichever domain you choose, whether it is technology, business functions, finance, HR, etc., day in day out we are interacting with people. Okay, so if you have a good people skill in terms of maintaining a rapport, mutual value, respecting each other, and mutual and honest communications with the people, proactive communication, which is important. Okay, that is what I believe differentiated me from others during the corporate growth.
Thank you for your answer, sir.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, sir.
You too. Bye-bye. Yeah, please.
Sir, my name is Muskan West, and my question is, in what way should AI be integrated in the business to create a better and solid foundation for new startups and businesses?
Yeah. So as we said, AI is a intelligent layer. I mean, the brain of the organization. Okay, whereas the ERP is a foundation. It's the spine of the organization. So you need to have a strong business process that will generate, truth of the business, which will generate the data. I mean, good data. That good data should be processed by AI for wherever currently, say for example, there are thousands of invoices. Humans are validating and approving day in day out. If you put AI, it will complete in fraction of second. Whereas what will happen to the people who are doing that invoicing earlier, they will have to reskill themselves to the newer technology, or they should know how to use AI to do their job. So that's the difference actually. Thank you.
Jai Hind, sir. Myself, Anjali Gabriel.
Yeah,
like your the heading of today is leading in the age of AI. So I just want to ask you a question. Like, what are the future positions, new positions that AI is going to come up, and like how can we, like, besides the curriculum of the college and the syllabus that will be taught, what else should we do to also stand out and also to survive in this competitive world? Thank you.
Good. Thank you. So for this, I think we have to understand what is AI. See, all the inventions human have done so far are the tools, but we call AI an agent. Any idea why? Anybody? Sorry, yeah. Anything, any tool that, even knife assists human, a coffee maker assists human, but how it is different from AI? Someone raised a hand here.
Actually, AI is more like a support system, and it helps, it provides supports for the brain, or if I would say for humans. So AI is an agent.
Yeah. Agent, yeah, someone was raising a hand. Yeah.
Sir, my name is Aditya Birla.
Yeah. Hi.
I just wanted to say that it gives more of a humanitarian touch to the answers. Yeah.
Okay.
Jai Hind, sir. My name is Tanmay Gupta. Sir, I can answer that question.
Please.
Sir, AI is based on prompt. And if we talk about a coffee machine, we need to give directions to that machine. And AI can do work only through the prompt.
Okay, partially correct.
Yes.
Like, you are referring only generative AI. Generative AI is a AI where you prompt, for some answers, it generates the answers. AI is everywhere actually. You see the social media, all the feeds that you get, it exactly matched to your taste, your interest, to keep you engaged, to keep you attentive to that thing. That is also AI, which doesn't need any prompt from there. Partially right. Go ahead.
Sir, I had a question also. Sir, if I talk about leadership, what is the most important internal and external factor that influences the decision making of a leader, so that he ultimately helps the organization to reach and attain its predetermined objective?
Okay, so the important factor is the context. I'll answer from the question, for this question from the answer given by my chairman, Mr. Birla. Similarly, one of the student interaction, only some student had asked, when there is a conflict between the data and your guts, which one would you choose? He said guts. Okay, data may say this is the thing, but leadership is, we just spoke about, should decide what what should happen actually. So basically the context, AI or AI may understand a little bit of context, but not like human so far. Okay, depending on the context, if you are able to make good choice, that's where the leader stands out of AI actually. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I think somebody was answering. Yeah. Tool. Yeah.
So I think, sir, AI is a complete different thing. So there are a lot of things running in the backend. So it has been trained in such a way that there are multiple repetitions on various tasks and as well as on various database. So whenever we perform any task or we give any task to an agent, he knows what's the best option for me and what's the best result in which I can be satisfied. So I think that's the difference.
Okay.
Sorry, sir, my question goes unanswered.
Sorry, come again.
I asked that, what are the future roles or positions that AI is going to come up with?
I'll come to that. So before that, we should know what the clear definition of AI, how AI is different from the rest of the inventions that we have done so far. Yeah, I think one last answer somebody is traveling to. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah, that's a difference. Okay, like any tool that we have invented so far. Okay, from a vehicle to a nuclear bomb, it cannot operate on its own. Okay, even a nuclear bomb requires somebody to press the button. Human decides what action it should take. Whereas in the case of AI, okay, AI can learn from the human and it can make decisions of its own. If I take a coffee maker example, you go press espresso button, you get a coffee, espresso coffee. It is automation. It is a regular tool that we have. But if you go in front of a coffee machine, if it says you're come in an unusual time, your face looks pale, so I will give you a customized coffee for you, and then it gives you, and also it suggests you take some rest. This is AI. It learns from your actions, learns from your decisions, and also it learns how to make different types of coffee from the outside world and provides it. So it is important to answer your question, what skills we should have when the AI is going to do is like purpose, attaching the purpose to this this coffee machine, for example. Where you want to use this coffee machine. Coffee machine is an example. Where you want to use this coffee machine and why you want to use this coffee machine makes the difference. This skill, if you have, it will make you a good leader.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
And attach that to the business value in a business organization. How will you attach this AI delivery to the business value? That's where you stand up.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Jain sir. My name is.
1 second. I'll just. Yeah.
Jain sir. My name is Arya Shrivastava. As you asked the question, difference between AI agent and any other machines. So my answer is that, sir, any other machines work on standard process or steps, but AI gives the answer according to the different questions asked by the prompt. It thinks of its own, sir, as you already mentioned.
Correct. So it learns on its own from the input that it gets actually.
Yes, sir.
It can change the course by itself. It can make its own decisions.
Yes, sir.
Whereas other tools cannot do that. That's
yes,
right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. See, any new technology introduced in the market, there is always a hype. Okay, and if that the technology surpasses that hype cycle and saturates at certain level, it is going to stay there for a long while. Okay, if some other technology is going to supersede that, it's going to replace that entirely, then this will become a bubble. Like, I don't know if you guys know pager. Pager is something after the regular landline telephones and the mobile. Between this, there was a short while we were all using pagers actually. So that was a bubble at that point of time, but we didn't know that is a bubble. We thought, okay, pager will help us for a few more years actually. But mobile technology came and then pager burst. Similarly here, some people are thinking this is a bubble, that hype will break in some time, but I don't think so. AI is going to be there for forever.
Jai Hind sir, my name is Ramjim Rajak. So my question is, what according to you matters more in long-time success, consistency, talent or networking?
All three are important. If you ask me, if you want me to rank it, I would say people, consistency and talent. People is the first always, wherever you go, whichever role you play, people is going to be the first most, because we are all working for the people, okay. So people always first, then consistency talks about your values, talks about your credibility, and talent will only help about you actually. Yeah. Thank you. How to use AI?
From the beginning, we have been taught ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4 as an initial stage. So we have already searched as a basic what is this, what is that on AI. So according to you, what is the in a expertise way to use AI? Like what should we ask to get a proper chart to get the whole answer?
So what you're talking about is prompt engineering, okay?
Basically.
And this is basically, you're referring only to the generative AI.
Yes.
Okay. AI is a very, very vast topic. Gen AI is one of that, one kind of it actually. So to get a better response, you have to warm that, chat conversation up, like you give the proper context, okay, and you also hint what is the outcome, in which format you are expecting, and then it will give you the right answer. I think you should refer some YouTube videos on prompt engineering, that will give.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Jain sir.
Yeah.
I am Bharat Dhadwe.
We have time. Yeah.
Jain sir, I am Bharat Dhadwe. Sir, can companies avoid becoming over dependent on AI?
Companies should not become dependent on AI. Companies actually should use AI to create value. Okay, if a company becomes AI dependent, its survival, it will be a question actually. Companies, as I rightly, as we were talking, we should, the humans should use AI for the human benefit, human values. That's so. Companies should never become AI dependent.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Jain sir, my name is Ash Tiwari, and as we all are gathered here to have the conversation on the topic, the architect of value, leading edge in the AI. So my question is that will AI be so dangerous to us in upcoming days? As for example, I have observed that in our house we have a remote control wiper and remote control refrigerator who used to store our data, like how much vegetable we want, and if we talk about wiper, how much length and breadth we are in staying here. So it is dangerous in the upcoming days to us.
AI is very powerful, to answer your question, okay. Whether it is dangerous or productive depends on the way we use it, okay. Of course, there are going to be privacy challenges, because AI is going to access all our data wherever you are, whether you are in social media, whether you are, as you said, taking something out of your refrigerator, buying a coffee, all these data will be available to AI, and AI may have your complete profile. It may even predict what will you buy in after 3 days. It may also predict what health complication I will have after 5 days, 6 days. So AI is very powerful. It purely depends on whose hand that is going to be there. Okay, so that is the reason we have to always consider human purpose in front of AI. That is very important. And as a technology graduates, technology students, we all should be aware about the privacy concerns and all these security risks that are associated with. It's not only with AI, that is there with any technology, and it is our responsibility to ensure AI is used for the good causes. Honestly, there is no answer as of yet. Governments are working towards this. Governments are thinking of legislations on controlling. Like for IT, we had our privacy. How we have, people have come up with GDPRs, IDRs, etc. Governments are thinking of coming up with regulations on how to control the negative effects of AI. Like one small example is like, there is an regulation that is coming up that's going to instruct all the social media platforms to mark it as AI if it is a AI generated video or a content, any content actually. So that will at least give the viewer an idea whether it is a real content or a AI generated content. So like this, there will be many regulations would come in the near future to ensure AI is used for better purpose. Thank you so much for being a wonderful audience, and wish you all a transformative and a successful journey ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you.